Now then, how you doing? I am absolutely knackered and I'm freezing my nads off because I'm sat in my cave in my garage and it's 10 to 11. Now, if you've looked at my screen, you've typed in Telford 2022, and then obviously I've put it on, nearly ended in disaster. And it nearly did. But I'm just going to run through my day yet again. I did a 2021 video for Telford. It'll be down there somewhere. And obviously we've done it again this year. So here we go. Usual crack, except, things just didn't go to plan. We planned this absolutely ages ago. And if you've noticed, I do apologise, no intro because I ain't got time. So we planned this absolutely ages ago about me picking Bill up and going so far down and meeting Trev and Dave at Meadowhall, parking their car up, jumping into my car, meeting Mark and MAnge down at Derby, MAnge, McDonald's for us brekkie, like we always do, and then meeting Paul Patton as well, who decided to go a little bit later. And Martin and Craig went down with their kids. Fantastic. I'm absolutely numb because it's quite cold. And it literally just fell to bits on hurdle one. Whipping arse out at horse this morning. Went and got Bill, 5:30. And down we go. Pulled into Meadowhall, and all barriers were shut because we're like, let's do a bit of cheeky 8-hour parking for notes and park Trev's car up. And all barriers were down. So it's like, what's plan B? Well, we haven't got one. Right, so in end, Trev and Dave had to drive down. Went to Mackey's, got the brekkie, you can tell. Met Mark and MAnge down there, MAnge. And also bumped into Martin and Craig and the two lads, like I say, and then shot down to Telford, because that's the pinnacle of the year, isn't it? So last year when we went, it was a much smaller show, and this year I'd heard, get ready because you'll not believe it, and it was absolutely massive, and yet again, if you've not been and, you've heard through social media, I want to know what Telford's all about, then again, this is my personal journey. And I think I'm going to have to just move over a bit, just so I can get some pictures up here, because I'll edit this. Okay. So I took some right old cash with me today. Started off with 300 bar at start at week, and get in. What am I going to buy? What are I going to buy for 300 quid? But then I dropped on a cabinet off Facebook Marketplace for 40 quid. Even Dick Turpin wore a mask. That was absolutely daylight robbery, because it's like solid wood with gorgeous black glass in it and 3 shells and one thing and another. And then I thought, well, I'm taking Bill and Dave and Trev. I've got to have a nice clean car on, so I got mobile valetoring at work on Friday. I'm like, come on, get it clean. Because I've got George, and I want to take George to football. I mean, how do you end up with mud on windscreen, for sake? George, right? Mud everywhere off his football boots. Me boy. And because he's me boy, he's totally forgiven. However, so the money's sort of depleting as we go. And it's 12th of today, 12th of November 2022, and I don't get paid while Monday, but I'm sticking card in machine. I'm like, right, okay. We went down Toll Road, card. Went to park up at Telford, card. McDonald's, card. You know, it's like, I've got this money, I'm not spending my money. I'm not spending my money. It's all going on card. So hopefully I don't get an email or a text over the next couple of days saying you have insufficient funds because I'm knackered. Anyway, so this year we joined the IPMS so that we could just toddle in. Right, this is going to take a lot of remembering because my memory is absolutely shocking. So anyway, so we pulled up, we all met and we pulled up and we're all giddy, we're all excited and we've got us lanyards that MAnge has made with as, you know, as Sesco Club cards in and as IPMS cards to look the part. Because nobody's ever thought of that before. I don't know what, you know what I mean? I don't know where they come from. and we get parked up. And at Telford it sort of says, ticket holders, members. I'm thinking, well, which one am I? You know what I mean? Which one am I? I'm a ticket holder or a member. So I walked over, I says to Bill, he's 86, don't forget, walked all the way down to the front, past all people, right into thing and woman, and she obviously seen my badge on my lanyard and she went, you're a member, back at queue. So I sort of looked, I came back up the little staircase and looked down, I looked into National Centre and see like a line of people 100 yard long. And then I sort of like started following it up and it come past me and about a quarter of a mile up straight. And I'm thinking, you are absolutely ripping me. Mark and MAnge, they'd parked up there. I'd said to Bill, you wait here, you're not steady on your feet. I'll go and join back at queue. When I get back down, you'll nip in. So I starts walking up and this bloke jumps out at line. Mark! Like, yes, mate, morning, who are you? I'm so-and-so. Right, I'm going to pause there because I have met so many people today and can I remember all your names? No, I can't. I've had to write some down. And I do apologise right now if you have taken your time to come and say hello to me today and I do not give you a mention on this video. I am a really humble guy. And I offer my most sincerest apologies. That's number one. Back to the tale. So this guy jumps out. Mark, morning. Mate, I watch all your videos, checking, and I'm like, chuffing hell, I've only been here too, but thank you. Appreciate every view. Keep watching, dude. Don't change. Don't do this. Don't do that. Keep it going. I'm like, cheers, mate. Great feedback. And then what you do is you sort of like, you walk away and you think, bloody hell, I've only been here 2 minutes. Do you know what I mean? And what? That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. Mark, chuffing hell, another one. Morning, mate. Morning. What's your name? Yeah, brilliant. I ought to take the chuffing. Well, I'm going to say a pad and a pen. I ought to take the chuffing secretary. Unbelievable. Mate, I love watching your videos. You know, they make me smile. I put you on all the time when I'm building in my shed. Yes, mate, yes, mate. And I'm sort of like looking back at queue and about 30 yard up I can see MAnge. They're stood there. That's Mark and MAnge. And the Black Rifle Model Works guys, hey, they jump out. Mark, film, morning, mate, morning, guys, morning. Looking forward to the show. Yeah. You know, you have a couple of minutes and, right, okay, I'm going to go and jump in with Mark and jump in here, mate, jump in. I said, oh, I'm all right. I'll join queue with the rest of the lads. Got in with Mark and MAnge. Brrr, all the way down. And Mark's giving it the old, have you got your wristband? What fucking wristband? What are you talking about? I've got my lanyard. What mode you? I've got my lanyard. What mode you on? Why do I need a wristband? Oh, mate, you need a wristband. There's a bloke walking up and down, he's putting wristbands on all those IPMS members. I'm like, well, I ain't got one. You watch, it'll just be my luck. I'll get right to the door and she'll go, wristband? No, love. Back at queue. And I'll be like, no way, you're absolutely joking. Turns out, it weren't like that. When I got in, she went, oi, wristband, here you go. Blue this year. And in we go. Okay, so let me have a train of thought here. So last year, when you walked in to the first sort of section, we'll call it section one. Last year, it was full of tables and chairs for everybody to sit down. This year, it was full of club stands, full of club stands. And obviously, my favourite one in there, first shout out, is Nige and Phil and Dan the Man Yeoman. And they run the Tornado Sig, and I had actually taken my Tornado down today to show and hopefully sell. That didn't come off, but no drama. I think I overpriced it personally, but everybody else said I underpriced it, 600 quid. And I only said, when they said, oh, so see if you can sell it while I'm here, while I'm walking around, what's your bottom price, Mark? And I went, oh, about 250. You know, like, what? No, mate, no, that needs to be up at 6 at least. So it stuck at 6, but unfortunately nobody took it. So I'm into there, and then you through into hall 1, and then through the sort of tunnel into number 2, and I've got my list, which I've left in car. And I want tape and glue and filler and sanding sticks and paint and gloss, varnish and your sundries. I want all your sundries stuff. And I've got this amount of cash in my pocket. I'm thinking, well, I don't really want a kit today because I've got a couple of kits to build. And like I always say, I've got to want to build it before I'll buy it. I can't just go, you know, what's best of a bad bunch. But the kit that I have seen today, actually, in fact, I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. The kit that I have seen today, I am going to get, in future. And I'll give you a clue, even though I'm not a World War II fan, as you possibly know. But I will get back to that. So I'm in. And I've got my list of MRPs that I need. But I also need some brushes. So last year, I got some of these brushes. And you know what? They were absolutely cracking. And they have lasted. And I can't even remember the name of the place that sold them. Brushes for Models or something it was. And right, look, I'll show you. They basically sell a pack of that. So in there, I've got 50. Where's my glasses? I've got 50 brushes. And I've gone for 50 detailing brushes. And they're all, where's my camera? This side. And they're all quite, sort of like 20, 30, 40. 50 brushes, 20 quid. So that was my first purchase. But because I am so tight, naturally tight, I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's taking 20 quid out of my pocket. Let's not be doing that anymore, Mark. Whatever, right? So, but once I've sort of broken the ice on opening my wallet, then it starts to become a little bit more frivolous, if you will. Okay. So, goes round a little bit more, bought me brushes. Now, so, second shout out. Had to start ticking these off. Right, second shout out. I'm walking around, and it's not just about filler glue and tape and kits. At a show like that, there's also a lot of sundry stuff. And one of the stands that I came across today was Runway 25. And do you know what? He actually asked me if I were on their email membership thing. And just straight away, no, mate, no, I'm not. But I will. And actually, when I've checked, I am. Tell you. Right, okay. So, second shout out. I do like a nice remove before flight tag on my keys, and that one's getting a little bit old and knackered now on my house keys and my car keys. So I've got this one, which is a Det 4 RAF Mildenhall, home of the Blackbird. You tell me a modeller that don't love that aircraft. Mach 3 Plus, a nice black one there. And then my second one, a little bit of a runway. And on the side of that, that's RAF Leeming. And the reason that I bought that one is because I went to school with a lad called Mick. And I've not seen Mick for absolutely years, Mick Lees. Not seen Mick for absolutely years. But as we all grew up and we all went to separate ways, Mick joined the RAF. And I know that he was based at RAF Leeming at some point, which is why I got that one. And the third one, so Marky Bridge, I said to Marky Bridge the other day, look, I'm going to work, I need this cabinet picking up, mate. Is there any chance you can go and pick it up? Yeah, no problem. I give him the money, the 40 quid. I said, just chuck it in back of the car. It's literally a mile away from my house. Pick it up, throw it in the garage, and I'll be there. I'll sort it out when I get home. But he sent me a text while I was still at work, you know, about 6:30, 7:15. Mate, this cabinet ain't going in my car. It's absolutely enormous. You're going to need 2 men, and we need a bigger boat. And I had to get my brother-in-law down. But Mark, for trying and not even saying, oh, mate, some bullshit excuse, oh, I can't do that, I ain't got time. He didn't, he just said, mate, yeah, I'll go and have a go for you, of course he will. So, this one, Mark, this is for you if you're watching. And you can see we've got a runway on one side, but then on the other side, how's that for you, mate? Okay, home of the Jaguar, and that's a little bit of a keychain for you. Thank you, mate, appreciate people that do stuff and don't funny about and say, I can't, I won't, I ain't got time. People that just genuinely say, yeah, I'll do that for you, mate. They're my kind of people. So, the Black Rifle guys, hang on. So, the Black Rifle guys, right, bumps into them. Mark, I've got something for you. And I'm like, what? What have you got for me? What? Me? What have you got for me? And he passes me this little white bag. The guys have taken the time to write me chuffing name on it. Black Rifle Model Works. And I opened it up at tea time, and the lads have given me an official mug, which is mwah. Thank you ever so much for that. Really appreciate it. And I've also got a nice little white pin badge. There you go. How's that? And again, thank you very much, chaps. A little bit of paperwork, and it says thank you for your support, which is mwah, and a pen. How come we ain't got pens, lads, at club? What's going off? Now, I did do some videos, some intro videos for certain groups on Facebook because I'm on my phone all the time. No, I'm not. And I'm usually in some kind of editing suite, apps they call them, editing suite, photo suite. I'm altering photos and videos, and I came across this one like 6 months since. Oh, I'll download this, dum, and you can create little short videos on it. Only if I can put it up here, I might not have it anymore. Once the storage starts really going down and depleting on my phone, I have to wipe stuff off. So if I ain't got it and I'm pointing up here, again, I apologise. If you want to see the intro that I made for Black Rifle Model Works, and that is spelt Black Rifle Model Works. Now, Works is WORX. Go and find them on Facebook, find them on YouTube, find them on Google, find them all over the planet, these lads. They're really cool. And you will see on their Facebook group that the video that I made for them, I think it's quite high up at the top. If it's not, on the Black Rifle Model Works Facebook group, at the top of the page where the spying glass is, that's your finding opportunity. Click that, type in my name, Mark Andrews, and obviously everything that I've done for them or posted onto that group will show up, and somewhere down that list there'll be that video that I did. Okay, I'm still rubbing my hands together because I'm cold. So then I needed some putty because my putty's run out. And again, my putty of choice is that one. It hasn't got quite the same properties as the Deluxe Materials Perfect Plastic Putty, which I do love, but the reason I won't buy that is because it hardens in the neck. No good. Okay. And then your obligatory tapes, your Pot of Glow, your Tams Glow, and then I'm sidling off down to... I needed some sanding sticks as well for the Lancaster, because that's taking some filler. I needed a bottle of thinner. Now, the reason that I'm showing you these is because today one of my subscribers has said to me, I love it when you show us what you use, Mark, because I've never seen it, or I've thought about buying it and I don't know, and I'm always apprehensive. Exactly the same as me. I use Tamiya Extra Thin, like 99% of models out there. But when you see a different product, you're like, shall I? Shan't I? It's £6. I know, but I know that Tamiya Extra Thin does the job. Why should I go and buy this particular glove? Why do I need to change? Excuse me. And that was one of the things that I came across. It's back to front because I'm on selfie camera, but it's extreme thinner and cleaner. And if you just look at that bottle there, just so that you can know which one it is, you know when you're cleaning your airbrush out and you use a thinner to clean it out, or a cleaner or whatever, especially with your Tamiyas and your thicker set paints like Vallejo and one thing and another, you'll pour a little bit of that in, it's clean. Okay, super clean. Air Scale, I've got their card as well. Air Scale, they do all sort of 3D bits. I necked some Norafem while I was down there because my back was killing. So the Lancaster, I have had to top my paint up, and I've gone with a chrome, an AK chrome, that's going up there, because I haven't got a chrome in AK. And then MRPs. I was looking yesterday, I've got 15 colours of MRP, and I wanted to increase my range. So I made a list last night, and ended up buying none of what were on list, because, you know, right, I want a number 096 on my list, and as I'm looking across, couldn't find it, but I know it was a grey, so I thought that'll do. So I've got a black primer, MRP black primer. Mwah. Gonna have to put my gigs on. Absolutely superb. And then I've gone for a light Arctic grey. Okay, I've gone for that one. That's like a ghost grey. I've gone for a dark gold grey, which is a MRP 100. What's that first one? It's a 246. Oh, I think that one on my list. I've gone for an Insignia white, an MRP 135. It's white, but it's not pure white. I've gone for a 381, which is a NATO green, because in back of my head, the Italieri Tornado, I've got to do one in camo. I've gone for a NATO black, which is not black. That's a 77. Don't fall over. I've gone for a 138 olive drab, but that's World War II USA. And I'll tell you what, that's about closest I've ever come to the perfect olive drab. Especially because again, MRP is so thin. If you've got a dark green on and you think, oh, I just need to lighten that up a little bit, that's the one. I've gone for a 374, which is a light aircraft grey. Lot of grey. I've gone for a gunmetal because I wanted like a, you know, metallic. Just a black, which is a number 5. And then finally I've gone for my favourite MRP, which is a 185, and that's the Desert Pink. And even though I'm not building a desert pink, you need a desert pink in your sort of stash. Okay, so bought me paint. Hang on a minute. Bought me paint, sorted. Next shout out is so I've done Tornado, Sig and the lads, Black Rifle, Fred Foot, I love you, man. And me and Fred sometimes talk on Facebook chat, and I'll send him an invite into one of the rooms that I open with another half a dozen lads. And I collared Fred today, and he said he won't coming down, but it was lovely to see you yet again, mate. And first thing I said to him, why are you staying overnight? He's like, yeah, I stayed last night. And I'm like, do you get pissed? He's the Pope of Catholic. The bears shit in the woods. Of course I was pissed. I was that pissed paralytic this morning, Mark, at 3 o'clock. I was laid on a grass verge just looking up at stars. And it's that kind of interaction from two grown-up guys that's just like, mate, you are world class. Let's leave it at that. You are world class. Okay, right. Then I bumped into Lee Powell, my old mate Jez and Jimmy Banff. I saw James down at the Airfix stand today. So let's cover off now this, if I'd have got enough money. Well, actually, it don't matter because it hasn't been released today. You know I'm a Tornado builder. You know I'm a fast jet builder. I just love that. However, the kit that I would have bought today if I'd have got a spare £100 in my hand is the new Airfix Spitfire. Yeah, you did hear that right, yeah. I've looked at the sprues, and me and James were talking, me and James Banff, and we were talking, and, you know, we're sort of drooling over these sprues of plastic and saying, look at detail on this, and James is very clued up on that cutout there is so that they can make a later mark, or they can do this, or they can do that. He knows it, he knows the crap. He used to work for Airfix. And he's telling me that actually the designers now that are doing Airfix kits, they are modellers. Instead of it being some stiffy old stiffs that used to do the sort of design and choosing what to build, now they're recruiting a younger sort of people who actually do the hobby to say, look, this is what we need to do. If we're going to compete with the big boys, this is what we need to do. And we had a conversation like, chuffing out, can you remember 40 years since there were only one brand, wasn't there? And that were Airfix. And then obviously Revel and everybody else came along, Tamiya and one thing and another. But back in the day, it was only Airfix. And it's nice to see that's Airfix, Hornby Airfix is a core British institution that if it had have failed, you'd have been like, oh, can't we do nothing right? And in this instance, it's been nice to watch that success story come back to life. Great box art, good designers, fantastic diagrams, and actually the kits look really, really good. So I've answered your question with the shout out on who I've seen. Obviously, it bumped into Ev from Red Dragon Model as my very good friend, Ev. Really good friend. Love you, man. And Shaz as well. And hopefully going to their wedding next year. We're that close, even though we're 500 mile apart. Had my photo taken with Plasmo. Hello, modelers. Plasmo. There. Although it actually looks like a cardboard cutout. Let me put that up again. Look at that. There's me. There's a lovely chap that I met on Tornado Sig, and again, I do apologise, I can't remember your name. If you watch this video, say, hiya Mark, it's me. And I will accept, I'll accept that, because up here, mate, it's just full of, I hope to Christ I don't get lost on my 3-hour drive home. And then the last one, Greg Phillips. Greg is an absolute hero of mine, and we had a proper I think we sort of caught up twice. The first time we met in the foyer, and we had about 10 minutes. But the second time I bumped into Greg, round in next to the Airfix stand, and I'm not kidding, we chatted for a good half an hour. Now, I don't mind plugging anybody on YouTube because I don't show you how I'm building, right? I don't have the overhead camera facility. I edit videos on my phone. And me and Greg had a proper good chat. And you know, there are certain people in your life and you can meet them and you think, it feels like I've known you all my life. It does not feel like I have literally just met you. And it's been like that all day. I've had well over 100 people today because I've had my gear on. I've had well over 100 people today either tapping me on the shoulder, clipping me, whatever. Mark Andrews model vlog. I'm like, yes mate, good morning. I love watching your videos. Don't swap, don't change what you do. I love your banter. I love how you just sort of waffle on. And I've really, really taken the time today to try and stand with as many people as I possibly can. And have great conversation with them as well, because at the end of the day, that everybody knows, if you've been to Telford today and you've seen me and you've chatted to me, this video is for you, right? And my appreciation to say thank you ever so much when people comment on your video, when I get an email saying, oh, you've got a new subscriber, etc., etc. All I see, you've got to remember, all I see is a name, right? And until you meet that person, whether it's through other social media connections, Instagram, Facebook, da-di-da-di-da, unless they've got their picture of their head on their YouTubing responses and replies and comments, all I know is a name. I never get to see that person. That person is a flesh and blood person. They take the time, you take the time to watch me ramble on about stuff to do with modelling, right? And I've said to absolutely everybody today, I do not write it down. I don't rehearse it. I don't have any cheat sheets. I've done that once. Don't have any cheat sheets. I just sit here and try and get the cogs turning in my head and tell you how it is, how I've done it, what the best approach is, etc., etc. Right? Unedited, completely, you know, there's no cut off. If I talk bollocks, I talk bollocks. Back to Greg. I didn't mean that. And I've chatted to Greg today. I'm not folding my arms defensive, I'm cold. And I've chatted to Greg today and I've learned not about modelling, because I didn't talk about modelling. I talked about, you know, we interact, and so whereabouts in, that's a really funky Yorkshire accent, that, Mark, where you're from? And I go, well, you know, just sort of like just south of Wakefield. What, so where'd you from then, Greg? And Bradford. I go, shut up, you're not from Bradford. You don't sound all like you're from Bradford. And he's moved to Isle of Man, I think. Isle of Wight, Isle of Man. I do apologise, Greg, if I've got it wrong. But you can always tell when you form a connection with somebody. And again, the young man that I met on the Tornado Sig, and Greg anyway, and there are certain people in your life who you can make eye contact with and maintain eye contact. And that says a lot to me about a person. Because when you're talking to somebody and you're sort of like, yeah, and you're fleeting back, especially to strangers, human nature is to make that eye contact and to make sure there are no alpha males, there are no breaking barriers, putting barriers up, and all that sort of stuff. And if you can maintain eye contact, not in a sort of way, but in a nice way, it makes that person feel at ease, it makes me feel at ease, and it opens a different train of dialogue, if you will, because you feel comfortable talking to that person. And I realise now I've been going on for 35 minutes. Stay with me because I've got a story to tell you at the end. Cracking day yet again. I've spent about 200 quid. Alright, I brought a ton home. Toll road clear. Toll road coming back. Beautiful. A38. Straight up to Derby. Straight across M6. Straight up A1. Back up to Wakey. Ponty. South Kirby where I am. And everybody's been telling me, oh, I only live 20 minutes away. I only live this way. And I'm like, chuffing hell, that's, it's great. Okay. As far as the show is concerned, let's concentrate on the show. If you want to buy it and it's due to modelling, it's something to do with modelling, it's there. If you want to smell it, if you want to see it, if you want to lick it, if you want to taste it, it's there. Telford, it's there. And when I went last year and we all sort of argued and said, oh no, we've really cracked it off in a day. And this year, because it's been a bigger show, and again, because it's been a different experience for me, I'll get back to that in a minute. One day hasn't been enough. And people have booked into hotels. There's a Premier Inn over the road. There's a Premier Inn over the road. I've just banged my finger up there. And I think there's a Welcome Inn or something. And there's hotels all the way around. Now, so next year we've already organised, there's 20 of us going down front club, 20 Sesco Phoenixes coming down to Telford next year. Get ready for that. 16 chaps, except we're gentlemen next year. 16 gentlemen. That's what we're wearing at night time. Don't take the piss, right? We're coming down looking dapper. Not throat day we'll be wearing this. But on the night time when we go out for something to eat, we're going to wear this and look pretty sharp. Okay? Because we are gentlemen. And it's been a different experience this year. Because I haven't had time to look for kits. I didn't really want one. I haven't had time to do this. I haven't had time to do that. Because literally every 2 minutes I've been tapped on the shoulder. Mark. And it's, like I said, I've got to respect that and put my hand out and offer an handshake. So next year we're doing 2 days and we're stopping in a hotel over the road from Telford Centre, going out for a meal, back to the hotel for some bevies, night time obviously, few nightcaps, up to bed next morning, breakfast and cracking on for day 2. So next year I'll have a different sort of agenda. This year has been more about buying this little lot and meeting people who, that's specifically what I went down for some bits. And because I'm running the videos, I'm trying to get my face out, my ugly mug, okay, and shake hands and say thank you for watching. That's why I went. Next year it'll be kits. I'll be more into the kits because I'll have 2 days to do it in. And you don't really want to see me pissed, okay, on Saturday night. But you can buy me a drink next year if you want. I'm kidding. So, bad point, Telford. There's no signal down there. Wi-Fi, forget it. Phone line, forget it. You might as well have had 2 cans and a piece of string to stay in contact with anybody. So today the majority of my time has been, right, where's Bill? Where's MAnge? Where's Dave? Where's Trev? What they're doing? Hey mate, watch your video. Oh, lovely. Where's Bill? Hey mate, what? Hey mate, I'm coming. Thanks a lot. Right, Trev, have a minute, mate. I'm Trev, Mark. Hello, mate. Good afternoon. And it's literally been like that all day. And I'm definitely not complaining. So, why did this one nearly end in disaster? You've waited like 40 minutes just to get to this. I do apologise. Because I've got my hoodie on throughout day, right? But I hate putting stuff in my belly pouch pocket because it's big enough, right? But sometimes I have to. And all the time I've got 4 things: glasses, phone, car keys, wallet. And I'm saying goodbye to everybody. I've been back in to see Evan Shaz and Jez and James and Lee. And later, guys, have a great show tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Love you loads. See you later. Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot. But where's Bill? Where's Bill? Where's Bill? Bill's already sat in concourse because we've said 5 p.m. we're out of here. So we go through, me and MAnge. Dave and Trev have already gone. Didn't bump into Paulie O'Patton, my favourite today. Didn't bump into Paul. But hope you've enjoyed your day. And sort of like, what Bill's there is usually chatting up some young bit of totty. And right, so we goes through. We'll meet at fire. We went all the way to the front door and gets to the top. I've just parked my car. Phone, wallet, glasses. No car key. No car key. No car key. And even though I've already tapped all my pockets, in my head I'm like, no, that can't be right. That can't be right. Glasses, wallet, phone, no car key, no car key. I'm 300 miles away from home. What the hell's going off? So I says to Bill, wait here, mate, wait here. Ran back downstairs, retracing my steps. Memory like a fish. Boop. Where will I last? Tornado sig, putting my tornado back into the box. Lads, have you seen my car keys? No, mate. Oh, for Christ's sake. Through here, no. And then finally went round back into hall number 2 to Ev's table, Red Dragon modelers. Ev, mate, have you seen my car keys? What, these? Into pocket, running upstairs as fast as I can. Crafty fag before I got in car, because I've just had it cleaned. And then a nice steady drive home, following Mark and MAnge back to Mackie D's, the one that we went to this morning. Woman at back at counter. I went, don't even. Because we called in this morning. And then we're calling it night time. But, you know, for a coffee, just for a freshen up and to straighten your legs out when you've been driving for an hour and then you've got another couple of hours to drive. You need to have a stretch and a drink and a wee. And a wee? Did I say that? Yeah, I did, yeah. Telford 2022. Any good? Brilliant. I've loved it yet again. I've loved every minute. It's been absolutely superb. Highlighting my day, Greg, for definite. Black Rifle Model Works guys. Adrian from Red Dragon as well. Bumping into my old mate Jez. And Lee Powell, getting to really, really adore you guys. Not for being modelers, just for being human, just for being brilliant. Okay. But yeah, really, really good. Bought some stuff, didn't buy a kit, didn't really need one, got plenty to go at. And then just really, really enjoying my day. Okay. And eating my ham sandwich and my bit of pasta with a bottle of water. How long have I been going for? Bear with me. 43 minutes. One of people said to me today, right? What young lad that was round on Tornado saying, I'm going to say this and then I'm off because I'm going for a cup of tea. Marky says, I love your videos. I'm like, shut up, man, chuffing hell. Do you know what I mean? It's like, whatever. No, mate. Even when I'm building, I still put your videos on. And it sometimes, 9 times out of 10, I'm not even watching you. I'm just listening to you. So what do you do that for? He says, because I love how you sound, mate. I love what you come out with. And I'm like, shut the door. What are you talking about? No, listen, we love it. And people have fed that back to me all day today in this video. Like I said, that's for you. Absolutely every single person that's been to me today and taken the time to come and say hello, because I always say it, give me a fist bump, tap on shoulder, and just give me some feedback and mark, you know, great to meet you, mate. One bloke even said to me this morning, I only came here to meet you. And I'm like, shut up, you need to get a life, mate. And there's more to it than this, right? So funny, so funny. But it's absolutely true. It's absolutely genuine. And it's fantastic. It's brilliant. I love it. I love it. I've come home and told our lass, and because she don't get it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's plastic aeroplanes, it's toy aeroplanes, and I've been telling her Fanny tonight, and she's pissing herself laughing. But you had to be there, obviously, to appreciate it. Oh, listen, I'm done. Thank you. Telford 22 was absolutely magical. I can't wait for next year to go down with 20 boys and girls from Sesco. We're going to absolutely smash it. I've had a fantastic day. I've met a ton of people, new people, who follow me on YouTube like you're doing now, watching me on YouTube. And I want to say a very, very genuine, heartfelt thank you ever so much for tuning in and watching me talk absolute rubbish for 30-40 minutes at a time that you're never going to get back in your life. And I hope I make it all worthwhile for you. Stay safe, everybody. Has it gone? Has it just gone? It's still here. I'm off. Catch you later. Cheers.